I promised the ladies at our foundation how to create a manual habit tracker, something you can use at home. And let's get right into it. Take a look at my book. You can see I already drew some lines. I'm just going to take another line up here. So I'll draw more lines for 31 days. So you see I have a small line here for serial number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's say we want to create 12 new habits. You can see some of the habits I've captured. Wake by 5 a.m, punctuality to work, taking responsibility for actions, cleanliness, following through with tasks, no junks, listening to understand always, no yelling. So different people, depend on the habits you want to develop, you can have decent. By the way, when I wrote no sex, Mr. Aaron said sex is necessary. Well, we know those people who have that as priority. I'm going to number my columns. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. You know, when you see your habit tracker, when you see your streaks of your progress on some of your new habits, it motivates you. You're able to measure the state of your habits, how far you're going with your habit development, and you're also able to be motivated so you don't break your streak. For instance, you said you want to be chased, and then you've done 20 days, and then you're tempted to go and mess up, and then you just look at your streak. It can just give you that motivation too. So we have 30 rows. If you don't have the copy of the habit tracker, or you don't want to do soft copy, this is a book you can use. You see, we have serial number for the habits we are creating. We have habits we want to build, new positive habits we want to develop, because you need habits to become anything in this life. Your becoming will determine what you can do and have at the end of the day. And these are the days of the month. Let's say we are doing for July. This is the month. I can also create another page and do for August. Let's say you woke up early on the 1st, wake by 5 a.m. At the end of the day, when you are marking your streak, you tick. Punctuality to work, you tick. Taking responsibility for actions, you tick. Maybe cleanliness, you are not clean on that day, you put a dash. Following through with tasks, did you follow through with tasks? You put a dash or a streak. So no junks, did you eat junks? You mark it or you put a dash. Listen to, maybe you didn't listen today, you spent more time talking, you put a dash. Maybe you yelled today, you put a dash. Maybe tomorrow you did not yell, that is July 2nd, you mark it. So depending on the habit, you keep marking, dashing, marking, dashing, marking, dashing. So at day 10 or at the day 7 at the first end of each week, you can always say, this week I woke up early throughout. You can always say, this week I was punctual to work throughout. You can say, this week I took responsibility for my actions throughout. You can say, this week I did not eat junks throughout. You are able to measure your progress. And if there's any day where you failed yourself, your streak would tell you that on XYZ date I did not eat. You are able to track what triggered you to go back to your bad habits, to be able to manage it better, and you're able to check your progress. So many benefits of having habits that we discussed in our class. This is how you can create your manual habit tracker at home. You take a table, you draw a line for the serial numbers, you put the habits you want to develop, you create your columns and rows, you write the days 1st to 30th or 31st of the month, and then you mark and dash. You can always check at the end of the month how many times you successfully built your habit. And when you see that you are succeeding with your streaks, imagine succeeding with your streaks like this. Just imagine succeeding with your streaks like this, and today you are tempted to fail. When you look at your streak, you are motivated to continue. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. This video is for everybody. I want to believe it's going to be very helpful for you to outgrow bad habits, old habits. You've got to replace them with positive ones.